All right, we are live. Long time no see and hear, everybody. How are you? My name, of course, is Chris, and this is my channel, We Love Comics. Hope you guys are getting ready for the holiday season, whether you celebrate Christmas or not, or Hanukkah. I hope you have a great time no matter what you do or who you are with. Hopefully you'll have fun and be able to spend some time with family. I have my 4 comics. I'm sending them a little bit earlier this month because with Christmas and the holidays and everything, it's probably going to take longer than normal to get stuff sent out. But full disclosure, I always make sure I let everybody know. I send 4 books every month. I've been doing it for close to 4 years now to PGX. I do not get paid to do this, so I am under no obligation to say anything other than share my own personal experience. I have no contracts signed. They never had to have me do that. We basically work on word-of-mouth agreement, and I really appreciate with them. But I do get these 4 comics graded for free as I promote their business. So it's a win-win for everybody, including you guys, because if you look in the description of this video, there's 2 links, well, not 2 links, but 2 discount codes you can use if you decide to use PGX. And if you haven't, give them a try. Don't base everything on what you hear. Base it on your own experience, and you'll always win out that way, because each grading company is going to have its pluses and minuses depending on the situation as to why you're getting them graded. So don't always assume there's only one company that's the best for everything, because I've shown time and time again that is not always the case. But if you do want to use PGX, go into the description of this video, and if you send 10 or more books to PGX, if you use the code We Love Comics Free Press, they will press one of them absolutely free. So it's at least a $25 value, depending on what the book is. Could be a little bit more of a higher value. But also another thing, thanks to my recommendation, and I love the fact they listen to me, is if you want to, you can, for a $5 charge, you can add the grader's notes to the back of the slabs. And of the 3 major companies, they're the only one that allows you to put the grader's notes on the actual back of the slab of the comic. I like that. I get that every time, because it basically shows, especially if you're going to sell the book, it shows what the problems are with the book, if any. Of course, if it's a 9.8 or higher, they may not be anything that they put. But use the code We Love Comics Graders Notes, and you can do that. Like I said, it's a $5 charge, but definitely worth it, at least in my opinion. It may not be for you, but to each their own. And I'm also going to do a quick unboxing, because I found 1 or 2 boxes that I still have left over from Southside Comics. And even though I don't have the agreement with them anymore, I don't get any more free books or anything, they were always good to me, so they still use the discount codes, so they are still applicable. So if you use the discount code, I think it's We Love Comics, well, I'm not sure because it's been a little while, but it's in the description. If you use Southside Comics, there is a 10% discount code and a 5% discount code if you've used the 10%, because it's only once. And if you spend $75 or more, you get free... I'm sorry, $50 or more, you get free shipping. So, like I said, I don't have the contract... Well, I never had a contract, but I don't have the deal with them anymore. But I still have nothing bad to say with them, so they still allow the discount code to be used, so I will still promote them. But there is a box of some comics that have been here for months. I have not bought a new comic in probably 6 months, sadly. But I still got plenty of boxes that I've had for some of them for years that I've never opened, and I got to start doing that again. Just been interesting. I was actually in the hospital last week. I'm okay, but you know, situations have been interesting, but as they say, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And yes, Merry Christmas to all of you, Happy Holidays to all of you. So I'm going to first start with an unboxing just to see what's in here, because I don't even remember what's in them. But I'm going to show the 4 comics that I send out. Again, use the discount codes in the description if you want to use PGX. I always tell what the significance are of the book, if any, the price I paid for them originally, and what I estimate I think the grades are going to be. I'm usually pretty spot on within, a point or 2. But keep in mind, I'm not a professional, and I always base it on the fact of what I think the grade will be after the pressing and dry cleaning. Because one of the many benefits of PGX is they have in-house pressing and dry cleaning. They also have in-house signature verification, so you don't have to worry about your comics being shipped from one department to the next where they could potentially get lost or damaged along the way. So it makes things easy. And, you know, knock on wood, and I'll knock on my head right now, in the 4 years I've been sending books to PGX, not one has ever returned with a cracked case. They ship well, they store comics well, so I, with my experience, have never really had a problem. I think in the 4 years, with me sending 4 comics every month, I think there's maybe been a total of 4, maybe 5 comics altogether that I did not agree with the grades with. But if you think 4 comics a month, 12 months in a year, like I said, at least about 4 years I've been doing this, only 4 or 5 comics I've had a problem with the grade, like I just didn't agree with it. That's not a bad ratio. I always do the unboxings live, so you don't have to worry about any editing or trick photography or sneaking things in. I show it, I share my experience. You can use them if or not, or just watch the videos. And speaking of which, unless the tracking number, the delivery changes, I should be getting 4 more of my books back tomorrow, they said. But it might be tomorrow night, because they said anytime up until 9 p.m. So I might be doing a video tomorrow if the books do arrive. If not, it'll be Wednesday. So that'll be my Christmas present this year to myself. And hopefully you'll be able to catch that. So check in the next day or two. All right, so let me put on the video camera. And like I said, first I'm going to just start with an unboxing. As usual, Southside Comics always did an amazing job. The only reason we're not doing the thing anymore is because I basically stopped making videos and there was less people viewing my videos, which is understandable, and not enough people were going to their site. So, I mean, I don't blame them one bit. But, like I said, I've never had anything bad to say. I mean, they package better than anybody I've seen online. I mean, they added those. They added some backing boards and cardboard. They put them in 4 separate bags. And then there's cushion underneath that. And I mean, look at the comics compared to the box. I mean, they go above and beyond. And like I said, I've never had anything bad to say about them. So let's see what these are. While I had the deal with them, I did get a couple of comics that I mentioned for free. Again, I had no contracts or anything signed. And the discount codes for you guys is still up. So at least you guys will benefit. And hopefully they will too. All right, so let's see what we got. Maybe we'll see if you'll let me know in the comment section if any of these are actually worth stuff. All right, first one, Blue Flame, issue number 1. I don't know how long I've had these, but this is some of the Wednesday comics. When I used to mention them, they'd send me one for free. This is Magnet and the Mutant Force, issue number 1. So again, if you know of any significance of these, please let me know. We have Siege Society, and these are Heroes Reborn by Marvel. Siege Society, issue number 1. This is the regular cover A's. Then we have DC, Mr. Miracle, The Source of Freedom, issue number 1. And again, after I do this unboxing, I will get into the 4 comics, but thought I'd do a little extra for you guys. And then we had the issue 3 of The Last Ronin. A little bit of an oversized comic. So that's the first 5 comics in bag number 1. So if any of those have any significance at this point, or any of them that you see, please either leave it in the comments section or do it in the live chat if you're watching this live, because I don't want to assume everybody watches live. So it's nice to do these videos. I got to get remotivated. Like I said, I've had a lot of things going on, you know, and it makes things challenging. Alright, so more backing boards inside. So like I said, they do an amazing job. Alright, so the first one, we got Wonder Girl, issue number 1. Love that cover. Like a painted kind of cover. That's my kind of artwork. Then we have Oh, okay, this is Vampirilla number 20, cover artist Matt Dalton, 500 print run. So this is the Virgin variant, so I also would get some of the special comics. I get one each for free mentioning them. Then we have, absolutely love this cover, Marvel's number 2. This is the variant. I always love this kind of artwork because that's got to take forever to draw all those characters. But then again, with computers these days, who knows? Next up, Red Sonja number 27, cover artist Des Taylor, 500 print run from 616. So I think that was the... I think they both... Yeah, I think the... What is it? The Vampirilla, I think these might be... No, okay, I thought they were covers where they would match. Then we have Red Sonja number 21. Again, a 500 print run by Dynamite Entertainment, cover artist Des Taylor. Okay, this one we have the regular and the Virgin variant. This is Miles Morales Spider-Man number 27. So not sure if there's any significance in these or not, but you have the regular cover. And I think these were limited to 1,500 and 500. I'm not sure. It's been, like I said, it's been a while. And then the last one on here is Invincible Red Sonja number 2, Dynamite Entertainment, cover artist Josh Burns, 500 print run. So again, a little bit rarer books. Rare doesn't always necessarily mean valuable. Alright, so again, another backing board. So again, they go above and beyond. So there's 2 more bags here that I'll open up, and then I'll get into the 4 comics I'm sending out to PGX. And hopefully you guys will give them a shot. And like I said, you know, especially if you have a book that's already been signed. I mean, the worst place to send it would be CGC, because you're going to get it back a green label, qualified, saying writing on the cover. Another plastic. And I've had that many a time where I've paid half of what it was worth because of that fact. So, like I always say, make sure you do your research. Okay, let me put these so I can see them. Okay, we have Silk issue number 2. I think this is one, yep, variant. This is a variant. Now this next one I know is going to be worth something. And it's been a while. This is the Nice House on the Lake, issue number 1. The regular and the variant. So I have a feeling these are... I don't know how popular they are, but I know these definitely got up there. So if anybody knows what they think about these, it shows how long it's been since I've opened these. So those I'm very excited about, especially this this variant, Nice House on the Lake. That was a book I was telling people that was my sleeper pick months back. All right, so we have Miles Morales Spider-Man number 25, the variant. This was the Clone Saga, another great looking cover. Then we have Batman issue 108. I think this is the first Miracle Molly, which again will show how long it's been since I've opened this box. And I don't know if she's still popular or not, or what they did with her, but I think that's the first appearance. And then we have the Non-Stop Spider-Man issue number 3. So this again is the variant. Love these covers of the Non-Stop Spider-Mans. This is one of those less is more, especially with the black background. So very happy to have those. Alright, last bag, and then we'll show the 4 comics that I'll be sending out. And one of the biggest things I always tell people, no matter who you get your comics to grade your books, get them pressed and dry cleaned, because for the minimum amount that you have to pay, and depending on where you're getting them graded, it can get up there depending on the book. But I mean, you're talking sometimes you could make thousands of dollars on a book because of an upgrade due to pressing and dry cleanings. So I cannot stress enough, it's definitely, in my opinion, worth it. Alright, so these are some more of the variant covers. This is Spider-Man's Spider's Shadow, issue number 1. This is the variant. Right here, again, if anybody knows if any of these have any significance. Then we have, I'm sure this will be going over well with the new series coming out. I'm looking forward to it on Disney+. This is Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters Alpha, the variant edition. Then you have Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters Alpha next variant edition. So if you see any of these with any significance, let me know. And so far, out of 22 people, 8 people are liking the video, so thank you so much. And even if you've never watched one of my videos before, hopefully you'll join the live chat and have a conversation. Then we have the Virgin variant. I'm sure this one's probably up there, but I'm sure somebody in the comment section will let me know. But this is War of the Bounty Hunters Alpha Virgin variant. Then we have Alpha, another of the Virgin variants. So several Virgin variants on this one. Well, regular variants anyway. And then last but not least. So if anybody knows if any of these are 1 in 25s or 1 in 50s, 1 in 100s, anything like that. If anybody knows any of the ratios, if you could put that in the comments section, I would absolutely appreciate that. But those are some pretty good books. And it shows how long it's been, and another cardboard, since I've opened some of these. I think I have 1 or 2 more left from them, but like I said, I have literally, like you can see up here, and that's just some of them, probably at least 100 boxes I have not opened, and some of them were back when I was living in New York. So I think I should start it. GT Key Comics says that's a Torini exclusive. That's always a good sign, so hopefully those are good comics. Gregor says, with the Bounty Hunters stuff, apparently the Black Mirror cover are the most desirable. I think I ordered that one. It's probably in one of these boxes I haven't unboxed it. I think I bought 2 of them or something. I'll have to check. But it shows that I really just stopped getting into everything for a while now. And I apologize to you guys, but love the fact that you're here. So yeah, I got 10,000 subscribers. I lost some subscribers. 22 people are watching. Well, 20 now. But I appreciate those that stuck around and are dealing with the fact that I'm not what I was for a while. Hopefully I'll get back to it someday and get more motivated. I think if things start turning around for the better, I think that will happen eventually, because I do miss doing this, and I absolutely miss buying comics. That's one of the things I love that PGX allows me to do this, is I still at least get to look forward to 4 comics coming, you know, every month and a half, because there are some delays, and I will never argue, considering that some companies can take up to 5 months and higher to get your books back, so 90 days is never bad. Let's see. The first one that I'm sending in. This is a book I've never sent in before. Bought this when it first came out. It's a variant that is absolutely going to do well, in my opinion, and it's a book you should absolutely get if you haven't. It's going to be off people's radar for a while, because this girl is getting a TV show, but they haven't even talked about an actress, I don't believe yet, to play this one, but it is scheduled to happen. Now, anything that has not happened yet means there's always a chance it may not, so there's never guarantees until something happens, but especially with the Disney Plus shows, they're really doing a pretty decent job. You know, you're going to get some of the newer kind of versions of character these days, but hey, it is what it is. But if you could make profit on books, sometimes it's worth it. But this is a book I have never sent in to get graded before. This is Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur #1, but this is the 1 in 25 variant. I believe this is 1 in 25. This is one of the rarer books of her first appearance. Now, I got this back when it first was on sale, back when I was in New York. I paid a grand total of $12 for this book. So this could come back as 0.5, and I would make out like a bandit. Probably not with a 0.5 with a modern book. But you know what I mean, considering the price I paid for this book. I haven't checked this book in a while, but I believe 9.8s are in the $500 to $700 range, and that's before they're doing any announcements. And like I said, she is going to be getting a Disney Plus show. Whether it's successful or not, or whether it happens or not, I guess we'll have to find out. But this is a book that's not going to be on many people's radars right now, so you might be able to get some deals before that happens, because you know when they get the trailers and all the other announcements, and if the show's good, these books definitely start rising, especially the variants. So I paid $12 for this book. I mean, the condition it's in, I would be surprised if it's under a 9.6, but I'm going to always say 9.6 to 9.8. This definitely has 9.8 potential. I don't see any damage on it, but you never know. There might be something I missed. With, of course, white pages, and that's pretty much expected. Oops, sorry. That's pretty much expected with newer books. Same thing with this one. This is a book I've recommended for a long time. And one of the reasons, like, people ask me from time to time, is like, how come you're not making any more prediction videos of books to look for? Well, because I was so far ahead of most people and was telling people to buy comics back in 2016, 2017, many of those books are still waiting to get their movie deals and things, like X-Men and, you know, Wolverine and Silver Surfer, Fantastic Four. So many of the books I've predicted, I was just way earlier than most people because I had inside sources that many people didn't believe I had. And if you look at my track record, you'll see time and time again of books that I've been telling people for years to get. This is one of the modern ones that they're already starting to put the pieces together about this team, and I have about 4 of these books, and I cannot stress enough, get these books. This is, of the ones that I have, I think this is the most expensive I paid for this, but still way under what it is and what it will be. Now this, of course, I have sent in before. I had a couple of them that are signed, but this is Young Avengers #1. This is the first appearance of the Young Avengers. And all the characters, which we know Kate Bishop, you know, her TV show, I think it ends this week, and I'm really looking forward to it, because if you haven't seen it, especially the last episode, a major Marvel character was introduced, even though it was just an image. But especially because I saw the new Spider-Man movie, and I'm definitely not going to spoil anything, but you may want to watch it for characters that are being introduced for the first time, which opens up a big array of other characters to be potentially coming in. But this is, again, you can't go wrong with any of the first Young Avengers. There's one that's half black and white, but this one is the Wizard World Los Angeles variant. There is the regular cover, which you can't go wrong with either. I think a 9.8 of that's worth at least $800. But this one I knew was going to be worth something. Now, I paid a total of $461 for this, but I know, because again, 9.6 to 9.8 potential with white pages. I will get these pressed and dry cleaned just to make sure. But if you can get your hands on that book for under $700-800, I would highly recommend it. But again, because they're not really talking about the Young Avengers, there's so many movies and TV shows and characters and speculation, you know, people can only concentrate so much on what characters they want to spend money on, unless, of course, you know, you have a trust fund or you won the lottery. So books like these so far may slip under the radar. So definitely get any Young Avengers if you can. I've been telling people that for at least a year or two. I didn't catch them when they first came out, but I still got some great deals on some of them. All right, this is another book I have never sent in to get graded before. Absolutely love this cover. And with what's about to be happening with Disney Plus, this to me is a no-brainer at this point. This, of course, is Star Wars issue number 42, which is the first comic Boba Fett. Absolutely love this cover. This book is in great condition. I got this, you know, I only bought this maybe 2 years ago. So I didn't get it for a steal, but I still got it for a pretty good under what it was worth even at the time I bought this book. I only paid $215 for this book, but this is a higher grade comic. This is not one of my low grade is better than no grade. I would say after pressing and dry cleaning, because I don't really see anything wrong with it, so it might even be higher than what I'm predicting. I'm saying this is about an 8.5 to 9.2 with off-white pages, because I do not even see a spine tick. There are no... Oh, I'm sorry, my camera froze. Hold on a second, let me reset that. I apologize. Let me just... Hold on one second, I'm sorry. If you barely touch the wire... Seems my camera's not working. Can you guys still hear me? Gotta love it sometimes. I sincerely apologize. It looks like everything is frozen up on me. I apologize, but I'll just talk about the last two books. Well, that's good. I don't get to make videos very often, but one time I do, it's all freezing up on me. So you guys said you could still hear me, so thank you for letting me know. I'll just tell you the last book. But like I said, this Star Wars book, unfortunately you can't see it, but it's in really good condition. Like I said, it's probably about an 8.5 to 9.2. It might even be higher than that, but we'll find out. And last but not least, a book that I've sent in before, absolutely this one to me is a no-brainer, which is Amazing Spider-Man number 50, first appearance of the Kingpin. I wish you could see it. It's a lower grade, but still in great condition. The damage is pretty much along the spine, but not major, but there's probably at least 24 or so color breaks, but not major ones. But it's enough to keep it in a lower grade, but not too low. Front cover looks great. Definitely a book worth getting. It's a Silver Age Amazing Spider-Man key. Absolutely $95. Because I bought these years ago. And I'm going to predict about a 4.0 to 4.5 with off-white pages. That YouTube seems to hate me these days.